Yeah. Ooh.
I want your big body to give me internal bleeding. I want all my fluids to leak out inside of my abdomen and turn all purple and swell up and then die of carabinitis. I forgot what I was going to say.
Carbonaro effect.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy.
TBS.
China.
The fun starts.
Fucking TBS where the fun gets good.
Bro, did anyone see the Impractical Jokers movie?
I watched the trailer. I laughed so hard. This is a scene in the movie that Moose fucking goes to town on him. And he has sex with him.
He just dines out on his butt crack?
Yes. He fucking... He kept saying, because they're talking in his ear.
Tonight, Sal's the big loser. And he's going to get his butt crack licked by this moose.
Hey, say, thank you, sir. Can I have another? And they're all laughing. Hey, say, mess me up with your pelvis, Moose. And he's like, no, I think that's going to mean he's going to want to fuck me now. And then he fucks him.
The tenderloins, more like tenderloins. This butt crack is itching for a licking.
Hey, this ain't worse than Brooklyn traffic. He's just getting fucked by a moose. He's just getting absolutely wrecked.
Dude, have you seen their tongues, too? They got big tongues to get those berries.
Yeah, they got to lick them out of a tree.
And they're going to fucking lick Salisbury's, dude.
Salisbury steak, that's what it is.
Put some gravy on that crack, baby.
Dude, if you Google moose tongue, there's a bunch of really funny pictures of moose just going, wazza.
Yeah, look at that tongue, dude.
And he's like, what up, bruvy?
That's going to get deep in Sal's butt crack, dude, because he lost a lot of weight, and we're all really proud of him.
Today, Sal lost the colonoscopy challenge, so we know he's cleaned out. But he's not going to get away that easy. He's going to get tongued out by this fucking moose bodyguard. Just the strongest moose you've ever seen.
It's a fucking Alaskan bull moose. This tongue's going to touch the top of his colon.
Ooh.
Oh. I can't remember any of the other guys' names other than Sal.
Sal. I can't remember any of them.
The bald guy.
Just Tony and Crystal.
And Romero.
Yeah, George R. Romero, director of Dawn of the Dead. Let's see, Impractical Jokers' names. Sal didn't catch a single fish during the bass fishing competition. Guess now he's got to get his fucking taint ate by this fucking big Wisconsin moose. Oh, come on, guys. This isn't a fair punishment. Better than a Brooklyn hot dog, huh? I can't even remember their names, bro.
Didn't you just look them up?
Yeah, okay, so there's Murr. Okay.
Tonight, Murr lost the big challenge. So he's got a deep throat of Nathan's hot dog, and this moose is going to lick it out of his mouth.
We got Kobayashi in studio, and he's got to take on Murr in a hot dog chomping competition. First one to lose, got to have sex with a baked pie like American Pie.
Except it's not a fruit pie. It's a shepherd's pie. And you're going to get a bunch of mashed potatoes in your pubes. It's going to be... Then you can't shower for a month and you're going to get stink crotch.
And you got to go on your first date with a girl, fall in love, and you got to let her know you got fucking gravy pubes right before you smash.
Oh, he's going to do it.
Oh, shit. Murr.
Listen, Jessica, I just got to let you know. I got gravy pubes.
What? That's a good impression.
What? I got gravy pubes, you know?
Gravy pubes.
I'm a tenderloin. What do you want from me?
I'm
Guys, just in case you never noticed, they call themselves the Tenderloins. Which is arguably the funniest part about the whole thing.
Do they really call themselves that?
The New York Tenderloins. Hey, we're the Tenderloins, you know?
We know every Mamas and Papas song. We'll sing any one for you.
Oh, Jersey boys? No, more like Brooklyn boys. Hey,
the Dodgers. When I was a kid, they was still in Brooklyn. All right, time to chow down on these gravy pubes.
Hey, you got something in your teeth? Take one of my gravy pubes. Use it as floss.
They're very stringent now. They've grown very tough from the fat.
It's all that natural collagen in it. I've got the thickest pubes in North America. My pubes are as thick as pencil lead.
Instead of
growing out of me like spaghetti.
Look like one of those little Play-Doh toys that you squeeze and the hair comes out of the top of its head, but it's made out of Play-Doh.
The worst part of it is they're really rubbery. So they kind of flap around and squeegee my dick.
It's like a ShamWow down there.
My dick is super clean, but my pubes are disgusting.
They're fucked up, bro. I got gnats down there. Every morning, instead of using coffee creamer, I use biotin to make it stronger. You can stretch them.
Dude, the other day I woke up, I had frickin' maggots eating on my belly button lint, man. Where'd they come from? They grow out of the gravy? I don't even know anymore, man. It stinks so bad.
And the bad part is I hadn't shaved for 3 months before, so it looks like a nerd's rope down there.
Just thousands of nerds ropes growing out of my fupa. Oh yeah, I've gained a lot of weight. It stinks like death.
Oh.
And every day I hope to grow closer to it. I hate my life. The tenderloins has ruined my life.
This week on Impractical Jokers, we're going to play Russian roulette. 6 chambers, 5 bullets. Just to see who's got the fucking gall to take out Sal.
This week, Murr failed to get a response back after his first date. So we're going to make him go sign up for welfare on a head full of crystal meth. Yeah, good luck holding that pencil, Murr, while you're seeing shadow people in the corner.
And oh yeah, you can't smoke inside anymore, buddy. And the line's 3 hours long.
Hey, and here's the funniest part. His family has a serious history of addiction. He's most certainly going to develop a problem with it.
We opened up a whole can of worms. Now he's got to work security at a Dodgers game.
He blacked out on a binge and he woke up on the other side of the country. We haven't seen him in months.
We're going to get him to zoom in and tell us something funny. We could do Grimace around the horn.
Okay.
Do we need to do the Impractical Jokers, or should we do something else?
I mean, I most certainly think that we need to tie in the Impractical Jokers and Grimace.
We'll tie it in. Let's see. Grimace goes whitewater rafting. Grimace goes on his first ayahuasca spirit quest.
Grimace is a special guest on the Impractical Jokers.
Grimace is a special guest on the Impractical Jokers or the Tonight Show. Which one?
Hold on. I gotta find out all their names first before we hop in.
There's Joe, Sal, and Murr. Is there 4 of them or 3?
There's 4.
Is there?
Yeah, there's the dude with long hair too.
Okay, Joe. There's Q too.
Q. Oh.
Q. So it's Joe, Murr, Q, and Sal.
Cool.
Sweet.
Am I starting this off?
You can start it or I can
All
start
right.
it. Up to you. You got it.
Yo, hey, it's the Tenderloins, and it's me, Q. Tonight, we're in Times Square, and we got my very special friend, Grimace, a birder, and he's going to be joining us on tonight's special episode of Impractical Jokers. All right, so Grimace came here with a few questions and challenges in mind. So the first challenge is, hey man, how quickly can you beat a cabbie to death? Grimace, the clock's ticking. You got 5 minutes to kill this cabbie. And, hey, we also forgot to mention, you also got to hail him. Hail the cabbie, Grimace. Can you do it? And then what?
We all know how hard it is for a man of purple color to get a taxi in New York. That's why we're trying to expose the systemic racism involved in the Big Apple. All right, Grimace, show him how it's done. And Grimace sticks out his leg like a sexy. He's got fucking fishnets on. Like, I can't whistle. And then... And some taxi's like, go. His eyes pop out like the mask. He starts salivating over Grimace's fat ass thighs. This guy's a fucking chubby chaser. Fucking Chevy chaser. He pulls over super hard, fucking runs over a fire hydrant. Like, oh, come on, man. Get in. I'll take you anywhere you want. Free of charge, toots. Grimace fucking sucks his prosthetic leg back into himself, and in its place, this big lumpy ass just looks like a roll of biscuits, just falls out of his fucking stomach. That's his regular leg, just slaps.
It's limp.
Just slaps on the ground. Yeah, it's like a diabetes leg, just totally rotten. And he fucking limps into the cab, and he fucking the Impractical Joker guy's like, uh-oh, here comes the first swing, and then instead, Grimace is just like. Which means take me to Kansas City. And they're like, what the fuck, dude? And then fucking Grimace just holds his finger up to the back of the cabbie's head, fucking sticks it into his spine, downloads all his brain information, bro. Starts driving this taxi. And then he's like, means just kidding. Fucking slams a taxi through an H&M front store window. The taxi driver, you cut to the taxi driver, he's completely drained of fluids. He looks like the girl who smoked too much pot in the anti-weed commercials. He's just flat, bro. But he says dick's still hard because he was so hard for Grimmy. And then Grimace get out, he throws his skin over his neck like a mink coat, and he walked back to the Jokers. And Murr is crying. And then Murr says, I don't know, man. Should we really be doing this? And then what happens?
Joe's like, hey, man, I don't give a shit, dude. I'll do it next. So Joe goes out to the corner. He says, I got to get me a dog first. So he goes, he gets a dog. He takes too big of a bite and it lodges in his esophagus. He starts choking. He's waving his arms around, ferociously. And a cab pulls up. It's fucking Cash Cab. He falls into the door. And we all watch Joe choke to death on live TV. Then Grimace goes, and it says, looks like tonight Joe's the big loser because he died. He choked on national television. What a fucking loser.
Pussy.
So screaming and crying, the rest of the Tenderloins drag Joe's lifeless body to the top of One World Trade Center. And they throw his limp bag of bones down to the street below. And his body just fucking liquefies on contact. They're all crying. They don't know what to do. And what the viewers don't know is Grimace is actually stuck in a block of C4 on all four of the Impractical Jokers. And he was never actually a special guest. He was holding them all hostage. So as soon as Joe gets thrown off, Murr follows suit and just jumps. He says, I can't do this anymore, man. And he just fucking jumps, dude. Q is visibly shaking. He's visibly shaking. He doesn't know what to do. And then, he has a decision to make. What's his decision, Casey?
He says, hey, man, before you do anything crazy, can I just call my wife? It's our anniversary tomorrow, and I just wanted to tell her that I'm going to be home soon. Right, Grimace? And Grimace just goes, which means I wouldn't count on that, Chief. Grimace hands him just a sticky-ass cell phone, and it's just clearly dead. And he goes, which means dialer. And it's dead as fuck, so he just starts weeping. He knows his wife will never know his fate. And he starts to write a crude letter out of chalk on the ground with a rock on the fucking side of the top cable of the World Trade Center. Just to say, just so somebody knows that he was there, and so hopefully somebody can one day tell his story of the terrible injustice that has taken place. After all, Joe was given a New York Viking funeral, which is where you throw a body off the World Trade Center. Preferably on fire, and from C4 explosion. He start crying. Grimace take him by the hand, and he's about to lead him down the stairs, and instead he just fucking whips around like a shot putter. Just whips 2-3 times, tosses his ass, bro. Fucking all the way to the 5th bureau. He lands in Queens on a big old fucking, he lands on the cash cab, smashes through the fucking window. Money starts spurting out everywhere, so New Yorkers start pouring out of the stores to try to catch the money. And then Grimace just sits on the other guy's legs. Q. Q's just, ah! Ah! You just hear some crunchies going. Stop! Stop! And Grimace says, I'll stop on one condition. What condition is that, Piers?
His condition is, I need you right now. Sorry, let me, this is translation. He goes, and he says, listen, right now, I need you to focus all your mental power into getting as many geese into the New York sky as you possibly can. And, you know, Sal's just begging him. He's begging him to stop. Or sorry, is it Q?
It's Q.
It's Q. Q's begging him.
All the other tenderloins are dead.
Q is absolutely begging for his life. You know, he's weeping. He's pounding his fists on the ground like a child. And Grimace says, dude, you better learn how to control these fucking animals or you're going nowhere, man. You're going to bleed out on top of this building. So Q, he doesn't know what to do. He pretty much just starts visibly grunting, you know, just trying so hard, thinking about geese. He actually strains so hard that he shits his pants and dies.
Has an aneurysm.
But what he doesn't know is it worked. And in Central Park, a flock of about 200 geese take flight. They fly into the sky, and they all ram into a fucking jet airliner's engine and clog the engine. Luckily, Captain Sully was behind the wheel, and he safely landed that airplane in the Hudson Bay. Later, Tom Hanks went on to star in a movie about Sully. And that's it, man.
That's
the Tenderloins all died.
Yeah, they all passed.
And Grimace actually ended up going to Kansas City.
Yeah, he did get a taxi there, and he used Sal's credit card.
He went to a Royals game. Yeah, before that, he took all of their credit cards.
He ran their credit to shit, and they all got families, so it's fucked up, bro. And the last dare that was ever aired on Impractical Jokers was losers got to pay for the funerals. And it was all the Impractical Jokers kids.
Yeah, and none of them had any credit left, so...
Yeah, I can't afford it.
They pretty much had to use some of their, you know, classic New York connections, and they just had to cremate all of their leftover bodies in a vet's office.
And then they fucking dumped the ashes in one of those hobo barrels where they're burning it under a bridge.
Well, Q actually got lucky, and he got to his family got to dump his ashes off the boardwalk in Coney Island.
It was windy, so it went all over the tourists.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, bro? Dude, are these ashes?
Yo, dude, I'm going to kick your ass. Just a grown man beats the shit out of an 11-year-old kid whose father just died.
What, you got a dad to take care of you? Where's your fucking father at? Spanking the shit out of him.
Well, okay.
That was it. See, once we get into those fucking... I mean, the podcast is at its best when we're talking about two things. Geese and hot dogs. And I think we hit them all.
We checked all the boxes.
We checked all the boxes. Also, Cash Cab. He passed away, too. 5 casualties.